Here's a question for you. Is it the job of the MCP tool to create good design or the job of the designer, aka the prompter? So there was a recent post in the dynamic WordPress group where they showcased the Novamira design, which is a new feature that the Novamira team added to the Novamira MCP so that your AI agent can get consistent design for your website. And there was a comment that says that, can you show me any good designs by AI wrapper tools? So what it means by wrapper tools are basically your MCP tools like the Bricks MCP, the Builderius Sense AI, the Edge AI, Novamira MCP, and so on. So like, can anybody point in the direction of a good design that has been created by a wrapper tool? And my question is that the job of the MCP tool? The MCP tool is literally just a bridge. I'm sure he already knows it. It just connects your WordPress website to your AI agent. So what happens between the AI agent and the WordPress website is the job of the designer and the person who is writing the prompt. I don't think it's the job of the bridge in between. And so we're going to do a test today. I'm going to be testing out Novamira with Builderius and see, by prompting Novamira to copy a design, let's see if it can replicate that design in a good way. So let's look at the example. So here we have the Greenlight Dash website. It's a really nice website that was built with the help of AI by the Greenlight team. So I give them their full credit. They know how to create nice designs with AI. I just wish that there were some nice tutorials that are easy to follow. But yeah, so what we're going to do today is I'm just going to take this basic section and I'm going to ask Codex via Novamira to replicate the design on my Builderius website. So that's as simple as it gets. So now let's see how it works. So I'm just going to start by saying, let me look at the section name. I'll be using Open Whisper to just speak to my AI agent and see if it can come up with a good design. So let's go. I saw a really good design that I like from the greenlight-.pro website. Please, can you go ahead and check it out? It's the section that says powerful features to create and scale effortlessly. I would like to recreate that entire section in Builderius. I would like the design, just take the design, the animation, try to use semantic HTML where possible, and recreate that design in my homepage. Ask me any questions if there are any necessary questions, and go ahead and design. So now I'll go ahead and press enter and see what it comes up with. And we'll see how many minutes it actually takes to finish the design. So at the moment it's 7 seconds. I might speed it up, but at least we'll get to see how many minutes it worked on the design and what was the outcome. Okay, so it has come back and it's asking me a few questions like, okay, should I copy the reference sections wording exactly? Say 1, yes. Then 2, should I reproduce, import its imagery and media too? Say yes. And then 3, which Greenlight page should receive the section? Yeah, the home page. Okay. So now let's see it go to work. And we're done. So now let's go ahead and check out the final output and hope that it turns out well. So let's go over to the front page and we can get the same design with the pulsing effect, with the numbers and all of our design. Everything was pulled in correctly. So if we're just going by duplicating a design, it will work. So it's not a problem with the MCP tool, but basically the things you do before you connect to the MCP tool. So like all of the back-end work that you do before you send your request to the MCP tool is what matters. And that's where things like the green light dash comes into play, because the green light dash creates a dashboard where you can add so many of your inspirations into it. So I am not putting down the green light dash. It is a very wonderful product, but that's not to say that the design is a direct representation of the AI MCP tool that you're using. I don't agree with that statement. If we go into the builder, you'll see that everything works there as well. So we have all of our elements and they are all editable. So it's not like a giant block of HTML. They are all editable elements within the builder, which you can go ahead and change. You can click on any of the elements and say, instead of agentic workflow, you can say something like agentic workflows or something like that, and change anything you want. So there is nothing restricted. So yeah, let's go ahead and even see how many minutes it actually took. So I think it took about 20 minutes, 56 seconds from what I can see here, which is quite a long time. But in the end, we got the design we want. So here is our own final output with all of the different sections showing the 01, the colors. I think it's similar to their own design. Okay, so the only thing that was different is the color change from purple to green. I think that's the only difference. But then every other thing is the same. And yeah, that just goes to show that it is not the MCP tool that is the problem. It's just what you work on behind the scenes. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.